BBC Hooniverse.
You're watching the TGM production. Hello. As I develop some exciting new projects, we're going to our first and only episode of 1 minute. This is the first episode of the visual version, but before we go into that 1 minute, we have a comment from yesterday's Minute Who audio edition, which is what this series is called. Well, it was called Minute Who, this is called Minute Who. So this is from a Randall Miles Smith. He says, it was originally a plunger from the Daleks, episode 1. Now, I'm happy with that comment due to the fact that I think, if I remember rightly, I said in that film I wasn't too sure if they had a plunger because I had a vague recollection of another object. So I'm glad that someone else has clarified that for me. So I appreciate that, Randall Miles Smith. Thank you very much. 21 hours ago. So I absolutely appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Now, today in today's Minute Who, which we will begin in a moment, we will be talking again about the Dalek. Well, no, we'll be talking about something else. You'll find out in 10, in 9, in 8, in 7, in 6, in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in and 1. Right. Cybermats. Yep. Cybermats are these creatures who, by all intents and purposes, are... Well, I always thought, and I've never had this confirmed, I always thought they came from the foot of a Cyberman, right? The little foot. I thought they were a foot of the Cyberman and Cybermat. I thought they were an object within the Cyberman, but I might be wrong. Yes, I know that they're linked directly to the Cyberman, but it doesn't look like they are connected to the foot like I always thought. Because when in New Who, when Matt Smith's 11th Doctor is on the floor being attacked by the Cyberman in a more comical way, it felt like it looked like a foot to me. Now, I could be wrong on that one. I could be very much wrong as we finish Minute Who. I could be very wrong on that indeed, because if you look at the classic Who Cybermat, you can tell it's not a foot. But if you look at New Who Cybermat, will the Cybermats return? Is there a plural term for Cybermats? Cybermates? I do think Cybermat. So you've got a Cyberman, a Dalek, a Cybermat. A Cybermat doesn't really work. When you see Cybermat, yep, good word, makes sense, well done. But Cybermat, no. So I think you have to choose how you say that as a word. I personally think the Cybermats are a little bit pointless. I don't think they should exist. I think they're just a waste of Cyberman's story space, right? So, I personally think we should say, bye-bye, Cybermats, bye-bye, and then get him on the way. Because that will make him 10 times better. So, this is our last and only visual edition of Minute Who. If Minute Who does return, it might be because we're using the title again, but the concept on the show inside it will be different. Because I think the Minute Who is a nice title, but we might develop a whole concept around it that isn't, where you set a timer and you speak for a minute and the whole film should be a minute, which it isn't, because we're now recording and we're still talking and we're 4 minutes and 42 seconds into the film. So, and I've already said I don't like Cybermats and everything, they're pointless and I do think they were a waste of a Cyberman story, especially in New Who. I mean, in Classic Who, you can argue that they were worth it, but in New Who, they were just a waste of mine and yours time. Yeah. So there you have it. That's our end for Minute Who. We'll be back tomorrow for more antics in the comical world of Tom Mason, because this year I'm trying to make my style more performative and more. Well, I'm not trying to make it more acting based. It'll be Squarebox Theory is for acting. Tom's Comedy Club is for acting. I'm just trying to get my acting skills out there, but I also want to make these more funny, quirky, and a little bit different to what other Doctor Who YouTube people are doing, or as commonly known as Who-tubers. Don't ask. If you don't like that term, you don't have to use it. It was a term I heard once, and I think I'm sticking with that term as a general sort of like brackets of what we do. But I'm trying to make this more performative, because I love performing, don't I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So, whilst I go and destroy the Cybermat and realise the Cybermat toy's not great either. I'll be honest. The Cybermat toy was rubbish, right? But I won't disagree with the creator of the Cybermats. If you're watching, or if he's, I actually don't know. That's the thing I need to know. Who invented the Cybermat? Was the Cybermat the same creator as the Cybermen? I should have looked that up before I did this, but I didn't think that was going to be the question I was going to ask myself. Who knows? Who knows? Not me. So, there we have it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for questioning the word Cybermat with me. Will they return? Hope not. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel